As the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. 5 glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. Well, gotta imagine he's gonna be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. The left side is caught by Stribley. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw, Purdy. Rushes right there as he releases it. That goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Gronk. It is 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throw here, 3rd down. Kittle's got it on the slant. And this is going to go for a gain of 6, but it's not enough. Defense doesn't let him get past that. It is 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blake Corum. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nick Martin making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. First carry now for Kyron Williams. He finds space for a few yards that time. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Stafford. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
Evans in punt formation for the Rams.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
Rams add a man to the secondary. 3rd down. They stick with McCaffrey. This one stopped. Great gains about 6 yards. And it is a San Francisco 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Here's Purdy to throw. That's complete, Mike Evans. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. So out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 7 on the play. It will be 1st down, 49ers.
A gain of 7.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Now for the first time, a give to the former Indiana Hoosier. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. Samuel comes in motion left. Second down, Purdy. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Third and goal, Purdy. Hits the slant. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Niners 10, Rams nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. I'll start on the ground, Corum. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bosa. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
32, 20.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Corum straight ahead. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. To throw, Stafford. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Now Stafford to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Running it after the penalty. Call it a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down, and that unlucky 13.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw here, Stafford. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Right side, caught by Stribley. He brushed him off with ease. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
De'Zhaun Stribley. It's a gain of 32. And a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 for Purdy. And he is now 8 of 10 after that last completion. From the gun, McCaffrey. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Melbourne coming up. 3rd and just 2 to go. Purdy looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Stopped here, gain of about 7. And that's going to be good for a 49ers 1st down.
A gain of 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be second down. Now it's Purdy. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Caught, nice game left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
You motion the tight end over. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey on the board. That's his first of the season. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
17. Rams nothing. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Corum to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Tap the pass here on 2nd down. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Gain of 8.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 33.
First down now, ball at the 33. Stafford now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Stafford back to throw. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that will bring up a Rams first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Stafford's going to throw once more. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
10, set.
Throwing on 2nd. Stafford finds a seam down the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but That's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Hey, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Well, so far, Brock, this crowd down under has been fantastic. Expected to get even louder now as we kick off our second half. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd with Corum. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Stafford on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That is the spark that they needed. 38 yards.
For a Rams first down. 1st and 10.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Stafford. Complete out to the right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
They're going to run on 1st down with Corum. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second down run by Corum. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working now from the gun. It's on target to Williams. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he gets home. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyren Williams. with his first of hopefully many more to come this season.
Harrison Mevis on
That's got to feel pretty good for those guys down there, Kate, offensively. Finally finding pay dirt. Didn't happen there in the first half, and they hope to add on a few more of those touchdowns here in the second.
Rams 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
A give left side to McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy to throw. The left side is caught by Stridley. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Clearly this level, Kate, not too big for this rookie. Man, he is playing fast. He is getting it done. And now we'll see what kind of adjustments this defense can make.
Purdy on 1st and 10. Now 11 for 15 passing in this contest. Running back sent in motion. Purdy a quick throw, complete. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. This is Quentin Lake making that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Working on 2nd down. Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Corum. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that's going to set up a Rams 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
two. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
A second down throw from Stafford. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Ready. 180. Hey. Monday.
Stafford now on third down. That's caught by Williams. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen.
First down.
I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Now Stafford to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll run with Corum. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down. They only managed a little, Brock, but not enough. That run does not get the first down against a nice defensive effort there.
It sure was. And I think as much as anything, Kate, it was just tied together.
Yeah.
That front and that second level playing off one another and stopping that run before it could get started.
Desperation time here on 4th. Got a man. That's Nakua. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st and goal, Corum. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Again, it's Corum. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for him here. Setting up the screen here for Corum. And he's going to be brought down shy as not just the end zone, Brock. That 1st down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you could run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Purdy throwing here on 2nd. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A big gain for San Francisco. 32 yards. First and 10 now from the 46. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Second down, Purdy. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Big 20.
To throw, Stafford. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jack Jones has got it.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. 49ers looking like they'll start this season with a win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stick with McCaffrey. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now it's Purdy. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Stafford to pass here on 2nd down. He's running with it, and they'll get there and stop him at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained in a play like that, but go for a big gain.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, 1st down.
They take the handoff now, Stafford. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. Has room down the left sideline.
What a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say